happy Vlogmas day 8. Is it the 8th? I think it's the 8th. I'm sure it's the 8th. Today is a gift in the advent calendar. I'm hoping those of you that have had your advent calendar are very happy with the gift today. It is a controversial gift because obviously it is aimed at quilters and sewers. So you may not have ventured into something like that before, but if you haven't, there's always time and it's always great fun to do. If not, it is always a gift that you could possibly gift to someone that you do know that is a quilter, but I think you'll have a lot of fun playing around with what's in the advent today. So I will go through that a little bit later, yeah, I just thought I would catch up with you quickly. I've just been on a 2-hour Zoom with the lovely Sam that is So Let's Sparkle with Sam on her little Monday Sparkle session. If you haven't done one of them before, you really should, because they are absolutely lovely. You come away feeling all refreshed and ready and set for the week. So yeah, I'm very, very happy that Sam invited me along this morning. And I am just cooking some ramen noodles because why not? Ramen noodles are the food of the gods. And I am going to go upstairs and get some more pre-orders done. I finished a pre-order while I was on the Zoom this morning, so I've got that done. So pretty much all but 2 pre-orders before Christmas are done, and then I'm going to crack on with the last 2 this afternoon. So I will catch up with you in a little while. So I'm back. I have not managed to get any more pre-orders done. I have started cutting out the 2 pre-orders, which I'll hopefully get made up tomorrow. I spent most of the afternoon, I'll be totally honest, uploading new stock onto the website because I had a big clear out of my stock room and found things that weren't on the website. So I've put some things up. And spent the afternoon doing that and double checking and doing a stock take of what's left, what's not left, what needs reordering, chasing an order from America that is due in any time this week, and also chasing a bolt of water dits, which I'm trying to figure out where it is because it should have been in by now. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing all afternoon. But I wanted to come on quickly just before I sign off of Vlogmas today and go through what's in today's advent calendar. So for those of you that have opened it, you would have seen that you have got one of the lovely Knitted for You as in you the sheep. This is the quilt pattern by Artist Quilting Company, my lovely friend John that has the company Artist Quilting Company. So this is a really good pattern for those of you that may not have made a quilt before, because the pieces are quite large. There's not huge amounts that are small pieces, and as most of you know, I'm a massive advocate for saying about how well written John's patterns are. This does have a couple of options in here as well, so you can make one big quilt, one big block, of the sheep with the knitted jumper on, or you can make the other size quilt, which is down here with the 4 sheep, and there is an option in here as well for a sheep without a jumper. So yeah, so there's a 42.5 by 57.5 option, or an 82.5 by 90.25 inch quilt option. The thing that I love about these as well is that if you can sew a straight line, you can sew an Artist quilt pattern. So if you haven't ventured into quilting, this is a great gateway into it. I will be at some point throughout the month during Vlogmas be stitching up one of John's free patterns, which he has a free pattern download for a whale block, which makes a fab sofa cushion. I think it finishes at about 20 inches square, so it makes a really lovely big sofa cushion. So I will be stitching that up at some point during Vlogmas. So if you wanted to check out one of John's patterns before venturing into something like Knitted for You, it will give you a insight into how the patterns go together, how the patterns are written, the cutting instructions and the cutting layouts and different things like that. And it will give you a bit of a sort of practice run before you cut into larger quantities of fabric for a quilt like Knitted for You. The other thing as well is the whale pattern that is a free pattern on John's website, which I will link down below, is also a smaller block, so you'll be working with smaller pieces. So if you can complete that when you come to doing something like Knitted for You, the pieces are bigger, so it's actually easier. So yeah, I am really glad that I managed to get one of John's patterns in the calendar. I always wanted to get one in there from the word go when we came up with the idea of doing the advent calendar, myself and my husband. So I will sign off for today. I hope you've had a lovely day. I will see you tomorrow for another free tutorial, and have a lovely evening. Bye for now.